Go ahead.
So, I added those two together and got 2y equals -9. Then I divided both of them by 3 and got y equals -3. Then I took this equation and I substituted -3 in for y. And I multiplied those together and got -12. Then I added 12 to both sides. And I got -8. And I divided each side by 4 and got x equals -2.
Alright, so what's your final solution?
-2, -3.
Okay, so our solution is the ordered pair -2, -3. Ariana, tell us, do you agree or disagree? Alright, yeah, very good. So you should have gotten -2, -3. And I saw a few people that had that same answer, so good job. What questions do you have on the Bell-Ringer? You can put your Bell-Ringer away. Get out your work for the 5.3 practice from yesterday on Big Ideas. Were there any of those problems that you had a question about or just not figured out? Yes, sir.
Wait, never mind. That was the one where it asked you to correct it. I was just wondering why the answer was so weird.
Yeah, it was like 60/11 or
Yeah, that was.
5 and 6/11.
Every time I get one
I
of
had
those
it.
big,
5 and 5/11.
every time I get
Did
one
you
of those
check
big
it to see if you
fractions,
counted it wrong or right?
Oh, I
I had to get Miss Pepper to help me.
You typed in 60/11 and it counted it right? Did you type yours as a mixed number? Okay, check it and tell me if it counted it right or wrong.
What about number 10?
What was the problem?
3x plus 2y equals 4 and 2y minus 2y equals 8 minus 5x.
8 minus 5x. Okay, which way did you solve it? Elimination or substitution? Okay, so to do elimination, you had to add 5x over, so it'd be 5x plus 2y equals 8. And so then I would need to make one of these a negative. So to do that, I would multiply everything by -1. And if I multiply everything by -1, it's -5x plus -2y equals -8. These cancel. 3 minus 5 is -2x equals -4 divided by -2, x equals 2. Plug 2 back in. For x, 3 times 2 plus 2y equals 4. 6 plus 2y equals 4. Subtract 6, 2y equals -2. Divided by 2, y equals -1. So it would be 2 comma -1.
I have a bad habit of getting these big numbers before they end up getting divided, so I end up thinking I did it wrong,
Oh, yeah,
and then I'll go back and do it, and we'll be like, nope, that was right.
that one, right?
But that's why I was asking about number 3, because when I got it as a decimal, it said like 5.4545 or something like that, so I thought I did it wrong.
Yeah, it was really, those like that are really weird, but if you can change, if you notice that it's a repeating decimal, then that tells you it's rational, so that means you can write it as a fraction, so they would want you to write it as either a improper fraction or mixed number.
No, I did in their proper fraction, and it counted it right.
What was it?
What question was that one where you had to do the error? Was it number 6?
3.
3, number 3?
Yes, I got it right.
So you got it, okay.
Number 3, I didn't have a calculator that could do fractions, so I just put 52/11.
That would be incorrect. It should have been 60/11. Are you not sure where you went wrong?
Oh, I didn't add the 8.
Okay.
I didn't have time.
All right, go ahead, make sure your name's on your paper, make sure it says 5.3 practice, pass it to the front row, pass it to the right. Yes, I saw, from the ones that, whenever I graded it earlier, from the people that had submitted it so far, I think there were 4 people that made 100, or maybe 3 people that made 100. All right, if I have your attention, please, for today's assignment. For today's assignment, you're still using elimination. So on this assignment, you still use elimination. You have a test on Friday that covers graphing, substitution, and elimination. Your 6.1, 6.2 quiz, I will pass that either back to you at the end of class today or at the beginning of class tomorrow, so you can have it. And then tomorrow, you're going to have a review assignment that's over substitution and elimination. You get to pick which method you want to use. And then, like I said, your test will be over graphing, substitution, and elimination. So make sure you spend these next few days studying. I will also, while you are completing this assignment, I'm going to be posting a review assignment on Big Ideas for you to do as homework for the next 3 days or 2 days. It won't be due till Friday before the test, the review assignment. All right, so on here it says, solve each system of equations by elimination, and you will do that on your piece of notebook paper. And make sure you label it A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Record your answers in the boxes. So here you would put your ordered pair. I would wait until you're done with all of them, and it says cut out the boxes and paste C, G, H, and E on the top row in that order on the template, and then paste the remaining boxes so that the solution to each problem is the sum of the X coordinate and Y coordinates directly above it. Okay, that kind of sounds confusing. So once you go through and complete this assignment on paper and you write your answers in the boxes, then you're going to cut all these squares out and you're going to glue C, G, H, and E to this top row. Then, let's say for C, let's say you get the answer 2, 3, and for G, you get 6, 8, and for H, you get -2, -4, and for E, you get 0, -7, okay? Now, to know which ordered pair goes here, to which letter goes next, you do 2 plus 6, which is 8, and 8 plus 3, which is 11, okay? So then you look at the remaining boxes, because you've already taken off C, G, H, and E, and see which one has the ordered pair 8, 11, and that one gets glued here. Then to figure out what goes in this box, you do 6 plus -2, which is 4, and 8 plus -4, which is 4. So then you find the problem that has 4, 4 as a solution, and it goes here. Then you add -2 plus 0, which is -2, and -4 plus -7 is -11. And then you find the box that has -2, -11 as a solution, and you cut it out and put it here. And then you keep doing that. 8 plus 4 is 12, 11 plus 4 is 15. So this box would have 12, 15. Now, I'm not telling you these are the solutions. I just made these numbers up randomly. Here, 4 plus -2 is 2, 4 plus -11 is -7. And then 12 plus 2 is 14, and 15 minus 7 is 8. Okay? And then you would have them all glued there. And then when you're done, you're going to write your name at the top and turn it in. And you will staple it to your work. So when you turn it in, you should have this sheet along with your work. It's better, especially if you don't have scissors and glue at home. If you happen to not have scissors and glue at home, you can come in the classroom in the morning. All right, let's pay attention, please, so that way you hear this. So that's a good question. If you don't finish and you have to take it home, you need to make sure it's completely finished when you come to class tomorrow. If you happen to not have scissors or glue at home, you're going to want to come in class in the morning to use them. But when you come to class, this needs to be completed. Okay. Also, you're going to be working in a group, and I already have you in groups. Remember, your group is going to sit underneath the number, directly underneath the number that's hanging from the ceiling. There's 1, 2's in the middle, 3's over there in the corner. 4 is, I've got it back here, but 4 is back here in this corner. You're going to want to make sure you turn your desks to face each other so you can help each other. Group 1, up here in the top left of the classroom, is going to be Caden, Hayden, and Hunter. Number 2, group 2 is going to be Cheyenne, Austin, and Morgan. Group 3 is going to be Aubriana, Cody, and Cheney. And group 4 is going to be Rebecca, Allison, and Brandon. Okay. So also, once you get in your groups, I will bring you around like the boxes that have scissors and glue. Any questions before you move with your group? Okay. Make sure you take your notes, pencil, paper, and calculator.
I'll make it Excel. I need your group.